In the heart of the 17th century, a frenzy unlike any other swept through the Dutch lands, an obsession with the most delicate and fleeting of treasures, the tulip. This tale, woven through the tapestries of history and myth, unravels the threads of tulipomania, a phenomenon that captivated and confounded a nation. Let us journey back to those days of floral fever, where fortunes bloomed and withered like the very flowers at the heart of the storm. Chapter 1. The Allure of the Petal. In the bustling streets of Amsterdam, the air buzzed with an almost palpable excitement. The city, thriving in the golden era of trade, had found a new object of desire, the tulip. Rare, exquisite tulips, their petals striped and speckled in vibrant hues, became the talk of every tavern and the prize of every garden. But it was not just the beauty of these flowers that ignited passions, it was their rarity and the tantalizing promise of wealth. The trade in tulips, once the domain of the connoisseur, transformed into a speculative frenzy. Prices soared, reaching astronomical heights, as the Dutch, from nobles to commoners, plunged headlong into the tulip market. In the midst of this floral madness, tales of fortunes made and lost in the blink of an eye began to surface. Whispers of a single bulb trading hands for the price of a grand estate sent ripples through society. The tulip had ceased to be just a flower. It had become a symbol of status, a commodity more precious than gold. As the first petals of our tale fall, I invite you to pause and ponder. If you've enjoyed the unfolding of this historical bloom, do remember to share this story with fellow history enthusiasts and subscribe for more such tales. Now, let us delve deeper into the heart of tulipomania. Chapter 2. The Height of Hysteria. The year 1637 dawned with the tulip market at its zenith. The Dutch were consumed by a feverish desire to possess the rarest bulbs, and the tulip marts teemed with eager buyers and sellers. The once staid burghers and sober merchants were now gripped by the thrill of the gamble, each transaction a dance with fortune. In the midst of this frenzy, a more cautious voice emerged, that of Anne Goldgar, a historian determined to unravel the truth behind the tulip mania. Through diligent research, she revealed a reality less dramatic but no less fascinating than the popular myths. The hysteria was not as widespread as believed, nor did it bring the Dutch economy to its knees. It was, in fact, a more contained affair, largely involving a network of wealthy merchants and artisans. Yet, the tulip trade was not without its victims. When the bubble burst, it left in its wake a trail of broken promises and financial disappointments. While it did not cause widespread economic ruin, the fallout of tulipomania was a cultural shock to Dutch society, shaking the very foundations of trust and honor in trade. Chapter 3. The Aftermath and Reflection. As the tulip craze faded, the Dutch were left to contemplate the aftermath of their floral obsession. The market stabilized, but the legacy of tulipomania lingered in the collective memory of the nation. It stood as a cautionary tale of speculation and the fleeting nature of wealth. Anne Goldgar's research painted a picture of a phenomenon driven more by fashion and desire than sheer madness. The tulip, in its ephemeral beauty, had captured the imagination of a nation, a symbol of the pursuit of beauty and the risks of ambition. In the quiet aftermath, the tulip returned to its roots, a beautiful flower, admired but no longer the center of a speculative whirlwind. The Dutch moved forward, their economy unscathed, but with a new understanding of the delicate balance between desire and reason. As our story reaches its conclusion, let us ponder the lessons of the past. Share your thoughts in the comments. Could such a phenomenon occur in today's world?